What's up, my special mean brothers and sisters? We're back at it again with another figure review. This time for all my Gundam lovers out there, all my gunplay model kit builders out there. This one's for y'all. Today I'm going to be reviewing Wing Zero from Robot Damashi. Well, you could say Robot Damashi or Robot Spirits. The metal robot line. It took me a while to get him. I'm finally glad that I did get him, and I hope you guys enjoy the review. Alright guys, let's get started.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like the fresh when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down, enjoy the ride.
And here we have Wing Zero in all its fame and glory. I hope you guys, your guys as a figure came out as good as mine because it feels nice and hefty in hand. It feels like a solid, metal grade build. Like it has all the weight in all the right places, but aesthetically, like it just looks good. It looks awesome. The paint applications that are on there look really good. Everything is right where it's supposed to be, and everything looks like how it's supposed to be. I don't really have any gripes just right off the bat. I haven't even got into the articulation or the accessories, but right when I took it out of the package, it just felt good, nice, and it felt like it was high quality. I know a lot of you guys are going to spend like a pretty penny on this, but I'm telling you right off the bat, it's worth it. All right. So I just want to kind of talk about the figure on the outside of itself. Everything looks good. The details, they spared no expense on this. The details are there. If you are kind of new to the line and want something from Metal Robot, from the Gundam line, this is it. I hope they continue to make more of these metal frames and keep going with the Gundam Wing line. You know, because Sandrock has always been my favorite, and I think this is my third metal build. I think not metal build, but my Metal Robot from Gundam Wing. I think my first one was the Destiny Gundam, and I'll probably put them up side by side, like at the very end of the video. But let's get him off of the rotating stand and let's get into the articulation. Alright guys, so when it comes to the articulation, you already know me. We start first thing first with the head, so it can go up about that much. I'll even zoom a little bit more. So it'll go up probably about that much, so it's not really going to give you that much range. It goes down a good amount, but you see how that chest piece is kind of blocking him. So that's that. He can go side to side, but that's as much as you're probably going to get from him. And then it can kind of rock from side to side, but not that much. Moving on, I usually move on to the shoulders, but I want to let you know on a little secret right here. So if you kind of push the shoulder cannons like down, they'll reveal like some cannons right there. So I thought that was pretty cool. And the other side does the same thing as well. But man, you could check out the detail that it has right there. Check that out. And then just to put it back, you kind of like rotate it back right there. Static pose. So that is really nice. I love when this line like does figures. I mean, it's just they spare no expense. All right, so the shoulders, they can come up about that much. You can move this piece right here along with the thruster right here. So his arm is going to get about that much before it starts to feel like some resistance. And then let me see, put that right there. It can go 360 and then bends right there at the elbow. It could probably bend a little bit more, but it's a little stiff on mine, so I'm not going to get too crazy with it because like everybody, they spent a good amount of money on this. We have a cut right there at the bicep. It's probably only going to get, actually no, it can go all the way around, so that's really good. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is like there's some articulation right here in the chest. Let me see if you can kind of see it right there. So if you kind of, let me see if you can see it right here in the back. If you want to have your arm, like you see how your arm will kind of like, stop right there. You can kind of bring it a little bit more if need be. And you see how that part opens right there in the back? That's for you to kind of get a little bit more range when you're kind of doing a cross arm. So that's really cool. And then you'll see that it kind of snaps back into place. So I thought that was really cool. Tons of articulation on this guy. I'm telling you. Moving on down. Oh, wait. And you already know swivel at the wrist. We got those. So moving on down to still the chest piece area. He'll have these little vents on the bottom right here. That'll just kind of like, let me see if I can get them to open. They'll open like that. Now, I don't remember in the show. I've only seen it maybe a handful of times. But every time I see it, I always like discover something new. But I don't ever remember them, or actually Hito using this. Or maybe it's when it's in the bird mode. Yeah. Anyways, so you'll just have those come up just like that. I don't know how it is in everybody else's, but my torso doesn't come. Oops. Let me see if I can get that part back on. There we go. My torso does not come like down that much. That's probably as good as I can get him. Like this. Let me see. Right there. That's as good as I can get him. Right there. And then let's see. He doesn't even go far back. So kind of a bummer. But there's a lot of stuff that right here in the bottom of the waist that it'll just kind of hinder him. So I do get that. Okay, let's see. These pieces right here on the waist, they're articulated as well. So these are going to kind of come up like that, and all the ones all the way around, and especially the back part right here. The back part doesn't really come up that much, but man, you can see all the die cast metal right there and all the die cast metal right here. It just looks so good. I'm telling you guys, it looks phenomenal. All right, kind of put that down. Right here, I ended up putting the shield on him, just so that he could have it sporting, so close detail and attention to that, so he looks good with it. There's an articulation in this, and I don't remember it doing this either in the anime, but this comes out like so to reveal that extension right there. Again, I don't remember it doing that in the anime, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that kind of just extends out and then comes back in like that. So, that's really cool right there. I want to talk about the I will talk about the back pieces like for the last part of this segment. But moving on down, his leg can go up about this much. Let me see. Yeah, about that much before you start to feel some resistance. And then bends at the knee. Let me see if he's got it. Yep. Like I said, I don't want to bend it too much. And then, he has a swivel right there on the thigh. So that's really good right there. Okay. Let's see. And then he has some toe articulation, or I would say foot, right here. And then this part moves accordingly. As well as the other floating pieces right here. Right here, that's articulated. And then the back piece right here, that's articulated. And then, of course, there's a lot of other moving parts, like on him in the back. This piece keeps trying to come off. So, here's the back. A lot of die cast on him. And then starting with the or actually ending the articulation segment with the wings. So these have like almost like maybe 3 points of articulation. So you have it to where it can move right here, right? And then you're going to have it to where it can move right here. And then also you can open this up. Let's see if I can do it. Open this up so that way it exposes the thruster right there. And so you're able to move this part right here. But not only that, you can move this top part. So they kind of move independently. Let me see. See? So you could have it like this or however you want it because they move independently like that. So that's really cool. Have this the same way. Move that up. And then, yeah. Now he's ready. So yeah, I can't wait to pose this guy. I can't wait to have him like on my shelves and then just like have him looking so awesome. He's going to look really good. So that is the thrusters as far as the back, and everything in the back fits really, really nice. I just love how all of this is just exposed and you can just kind of see like all the details in there, from the thrusters right there on the wings to the thrusters right there on the actual pack. Everything looks really good. Oh, and then the I keep forgetting the there's some secret compartments right there on the shoulder. Look, right here, and that pretty much reveals his sword right there, or his beam saber, I should actually say. So that reveals his beam saber. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, that should be it. Oh, and the shield is detachable, and it just like fits in these pegs right here, or in the peg holes. So you can do that on each arm, and then these come up, and you can have it to like whichever way you want to. The thrusters right there on the shoulder. So that's going to be it for the articulation. Let me just put Wing Zero in a fire pose and go over the accessories. So as usual, first things first, I should start with the faceplate, but there's only one that comes with them, so that's that. I'll just get into the hands. Let me see. Got to pair them up good. Okay, so when it comes to the hands, he comes with a pair of kind of like let's see, trigger holding hands when he's holding the actual blaster. So that's that. Let me get more close up right here. Yep, right there. So nicely detailed. They're just like kind of like an off black, maybe more closer to a brown color. And then you have these beam saber holding hands. So that looks nice right there. And then you're going to get a pair of these open palm hands right here. Again, nicely detailed. I like the digits, how they look. Looks really nice. And then the actual beam saber itself right here looks really good. So he comes with two. So that's nice. And then this one, I just have it already in the on the handpiece right there. And you know the other one is inside of his shoulder. And the beam saber can fit in either of his shoulder. The one I just showed you was only on his left shoulder, but it can fit in the right one as well. And then last but not least are his blasters right here. So let me show you one by one. Looks really good. Really good, really nice. Right there. And then here's the other one. Really good. So there's a bit of a not really learning curve, but you just have to kind of like open it the right way. So to actually expose the handle, you're going to want to pull this forward, lift this down, and then put it back to lock it. So that way it's not actually falling apart or going back on itself when you're posing it. So that's that right there. And the same thing for the other one. You're going to want to pull back, lift this one down, and then push it back to lock it into place. And these are his his dual blasters right here. Now, to actually combine these, so you're going to do this process right here. You're going to pull that down right there. This part, you're going to do the same thing. Pull that out. So that piece is exposed. And that piece is exposed. And you're going to want to do the same thing on the other one. Let me see. Do it like that. Do it like that. So they're both open, and then you're just going to want to line them up. Got that. Let's see, did we line them up? Yep. And this is his blaster, or his dual blaster. Nice. Let's see. There you go. So, yep, this is his dual blaster. So this looks really, really nice. That's going to be it for the accessories on Wing Zero. I would put him in a fire pose and talk about like how good he is, but we still have one more part of the segment, and that's to put him in the bird mode, or the flight mode, if you will. I know there's a lot of different ways you can say it, but I have the info with me right here on the instructions, so let's just get into it. Oh, and one thing I almost failed to mention is that it comes with this like nice, really cool base. See right there? So that way you can pose the Wing Gundam either in flight mode or just like having him in a cool position. So that's really cool that they included that. And then without further ado is this flight mode. As you can see right there. Let me see. It looks really, really nice. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit. I just love how everything looks right here. The attention to detail is all there. Everything looks really, really nice. Even the blasters. So it all came out really good. Look at that. Everything on it looks really nice. Even the back part of it, right here where the boosters are, that looks really nice. There you go. Once this thing is like in flight mode, it's long. It is pretty big. Let me put them on the rotating stand real quick. And here we have Wing Zero, just on the rotating stand, looking nice and good. I'm telling you, once you put this thing like in flight mode, it looks really, really good. I don't think I'll have him in this mode though, because let's face it, I'm trying to show off with, with the sword in one hand and the beam rifle in the other. So I hope you guys love the video. Final thoughts on this is that it is a must-have if you love either gunplay or just love building model kits or are new to the line of the metal robot series. So I'm glad that I got him. He is just like, it's awesome. The weight to it is there's no issue. The articulation was no issue, and I didn't have any weird splattering paints on there as far as the paint applications. Nothing was broken. Everything was nice and tight, like how it should be. But like, this is a must-have if you are in the line of looking for the next metal robot spirits. I will be reviewing whenever I get him is the Espion Gundam. Can't wait for that. Alright guys, that's going to wrap this video up on Wing Zero Custom from Robot Spirits. Let me know in the comment section below if it's going to be a pass or a grab. Major Piccolo shout out to all my special beam brothers and sisters supporting since day one. And like I've said, the channel is lazy, but the movement ain't.
Open for plans tonight. No.